Welcome back to World of Fallen Heroes. The story of this world has changed, gone down a different path than the one I laid out for it. The one I created. Who am I? I am your storyteller. What am I? You may or may not find out. Dominic O'Neill is looking for the truth. The truth of his family's death and the truth of Michael Caine. He knows they're connected. He just needs to find out how. Let us hope he does. Jason Graves and Lucas Osborne are currently in the bunker underneath Tasty Dog's Guns and Ammo. Jason was currently attempting to recover some deleted files. You have succeeded in recovering a few. That is where we have begun. What would you like to do?
Wonderful, so I just plugged in my phone.
Good idea.
What are files exactly with such a recover? I'd forgotten about that.
Many files referencing Malcor. And any data that Buck had on them, and the mirror shards. Fortunately, the mirror shards are still there. At least, most of them.
Alright. Most of them?
Well, the one from...
How many are missing?
One. The one that Jack was trying to get.
Ah, yes.
Roll brains.
Who?
Sorry,
Our
Jason.
brains again?
Roll brains. What's your brains? Oh, you're not gonna like that. It's a D8.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Yes, roll brains, difficulty of 8.
Alright. 7.
You have 3 tokens. Would you like to use any?
Use a token.
Okay.
Yes.
You hear you just realized that you heard a strange sound earlier. Like, maybe a few minutes ago. It sounded like a muffled gunshot. Coming from
Okay,
above.
where is it coming from?
Coming from above you.
Alright.
This was mere
Do I know
moment.
about
This was mere moments after Odin had gone upstairs. And no, not a few moments. This was like a minute or two after Odin ran upstairs.
Oh.
After that person.
I might want to check on that. Alright, so... yeah, I'm gonna follow them. I'm gonna head up there, and...
What would you like Lucas to do? Would you like him to follow you, or stay down there?
Actually... Could I have him stay and continue to recover files on Malcor with the instructions?
You could have him do that.
With the instructions that...
Yes, I will have you roll brains to see how well he does.
Have him do that.
I'm going... I don't...
My brains?
Yes, your brains. Roll your brains. What'd you get?
Well, that's a 2.
Would you like to use any of your tokens?
That's a 2.
Before you do that, I'm going to get my dice because I completely forgot about them. Be right back.
Fun being prepared.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Mess. Crack. My drug of choice is Doritos.
I'm gonna assume they're with Patrick's dice, and I don't know where Patrick's dice are. Which is unfortunate, but I know he has a d6, so if one of you could roll a d6 for me, please.
4.
Okay.
Alright.
Are you going to use any of your tokens? Because this... So, in a total, you have a 6. Would you like to use any of your tokens?
No.
Okay. He gets the gist, at least, and he
That
begins...
probably isn't that important to...
Not particularly. You are recovering... He has started recovering more of the files. And you begin to climb that spiraling staircase. As you reach the top and look at the windows, you see Odin and Buck getting into Michael's car, and they begin to drive away. With Michael in the car driving, and they begin to drive away.
But can I figure out where the bullet was, where the guy came from?
No. Unless you would like to roll a very high brains. Actually, yes, roll brains, please. Difficulty of 10. Yes, difficulty of 10.
Alright.
To roll low again.
2, once again.
You don't have enough tokens for that.
Once again, I got a 2.
Yes, you did. That'll be another...
Yeah, I do.
That'll be another token for you. You now have 3 tokens. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. No, you used one, remember.
But then I got another one from failing a roll.
You did not fail a roll, actually. The other roll was helping, Lucas.
I forgot I used it.
Yes, you have 3 tokens. Nothing seems strange, though Michael, Buck, and Odin do seem to have left for some reason. Does seem strange.
Alright, so...
While you're pondering what you want to do, you will follow them on foot.
Alright.
You do not have a bike, and you were just going to leave Lucas there?
I would go back downstairs and help Lucas with that, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, I could call Buck. Wait, did I get Buck's number? I forget.
I don't think so. You got Odin's number.
I could call Odin then.
Would you like to do that?
Yes, I would.
You begin to call Odin, your phone, and the phone rings. There is no answer.
Alright. Well. I guess I'll go back downstairs and continue helping Lucas for now, because not much I can do with them.
Okay. Jack Sterling wakes up on a kind of makeshift bed in a prison cell. In an unlocked prison cell. You see bandages on your... I forgot where you were stabbed, but I'm fairly certain you were stabbed in your leg and your your stomach, right?
Something
Yes.
like that.
You see bandages on both your legs. Because I remember you were stabbed in both your legs. And your stomach.
Hello?
You see standing at the doorway is Brett Wilcox. Your boss.
Mr. Wilcox?
Oh, Jack, you're awake.
Oh, God, what happened?
I don't know. They told me that you were attacked. Your parents are on their way.
Yeah, I'm having a bit of trouble remembering.
He sits down next to you on the bed. Do you have any idea why this could have happened?
No. I remember I was coming from the arcade, and I heard this voice in the alleyway. I heard this voice in an alleyway, and it was this strange voice. I don't really know how to describe it, but it wasn't human. For the most part, it spoke English, but I remember hearing this voice, and I went to go check on whatever it was, and I woke up in a room.
Maybe you should wait for the officers. So you can tell them.
Right.
I
Am I
best-
on any pain medication?
You are definitely on pain medication.
Okay, just making sure.
You still feel a little lightheaded.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I only had enough time to come for a few minutes.
That's fine. I'm surprised you came at all.
I am friends with your family.
Sure enough, I suppose. But,
I best be going. Your parents should be here shortly.
alright. Say, while you're here, regarding my current situation, I'm not entirely sure when I'm gonna be coming back into work.
Do not worry. All of your medical bills will be paid in full.
That's great.
And I hope you get back on your feet as soon as possible.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Goodbye, Jack.
Bye.
I mean, will they have to be paid in full by somebody?
I mean, yeah. And he leaves. You see two officers outside your cell arguing. You can't really understand what they're saying, but one of them walks off angrily, and a female officer comes and walks over to you. Hello. How are you feeling?
They had to give me rock, paper, scissors to see who could talk to you.
I'm feeling alright, all things considered.
Good. Let's hope the pain medication doesn't wear off soon.
Yeah. Right.
This was the best we could do in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Um, what, what happened?
2 FBI agents brought you in here, and
Two.
some
Two?
the other man. Yes,
What were their names?
they wouldn't tell me. They said it was classified.
What do they look like?
Men in black suits and sunglasses, and they told me they brought you in here, and someone else. A man in a purple suit. They brought him in. They brought you and a man in the purple suit. From what it looks like, the man is the one who attacked you.
Man in a purple suit.
Yeah, he had a concussion.
Joseph.
Do you know him? I need you to tell me everything you know. You remember.
Yeah, just give me some time.
I
I'm
understand.
pretty sure I've lost a lot of blood, and
You have been through a traumatic event.
Right. Anyways, I was explaining to the man who was just in here.
Mr. Wilcox. Yeah, Mr. Wilcox. We know him.
I followed this voice into an alleyway, and then I woke up in this room with this man dressed in purple and a mask. I was on a table, and it seemed as if he was being controlled or influenced by some voice he heard. Whether it was in his head or by any other means, I don't know, but eventually my friends came and found me somehow.
Your friends, can you tell me their names?
Yeah. Buck Williams and Michael Caine.
Thank you. Michael Caine is the FBI. Is one of the FBI agents.
Yeah.
But he was wearing like relatively normal clothes. Definitely didn't look menacing like the other two.
Yeah, he tries not to look menacing. Don't let him fool you.
What?
Nothing. Just he can handle himself.
After you arrived, Mr. Caine and Mr. Williams and another FBI agent, calling himself Agent Newdale, came and interrogated. You called him Joseph?
Yeah. He's one of my oldest friends.
Do you have any idea why he could have done this?
No, I didn't. No. No, it just seemed like over the past week, I didn't interact with him that much, but he just changed really quickly.
People can change that quickly.
I'm aware, but I didn't think Joseph would be one of them.
Never do. We need to see if there are drugs in his system. Is there anything else you can tell me? Like, where did this take place? Do you know?
Yeah, it was in a warehouse somewhere close to the arcade. I think, maybe.
I think I know what building you're talking about. I'll send some officers. Just check it out. We need to be careful.
Right.
The gang violence in Chicago is getting farther and farther. Closer and closer. I'm not sure we'll be able to handle it if it gets here. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking to you about that. You've just been through a traumatic event. Let me know if there's anything else you can tell me.
I can't think of anything else right now. Wait, how long has it been? How long have I been here?
A few hours, maybe?
Oh.
It's a bit later in the... It's around 12:30, almost 1.
Okay.
I'll leave you be. And she walks out. Is there anything else? What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna kind of lay back on my pillow and just kind of stare and think.
Okay. Jason, you and Lucas have recovered as many files as you could. Unfortunately, most of the others were corrupted. But you did recover a few talking about Malcorp, their dealings, and where their main locations are. That Buck knows of.
Alright, so...
We couldn't get everything. That person was here for too long. Who knows how long they were here before we got here. Don't know why they didn't take the mirror shards. That seems like everything seems to be revolving around those. So why not this?
Maybe that's why they didn't take them.
What do you mean?
Maybe they're too dangerous for that person to
Handle?
risk having. Yeah.
Maybe they're the ones who originally had the full mirror.
Maybe. Or maybe that just wasn't their objective. And they think they can come in anytime to get them.
Yeah. Maybe they know how to get in. And out. We gotta lock this place up tight.
Or maybe they want us to finish the mirror.
Maybe they don't.
Maybe.
We heard a very muffled gunshot earlier. Well, do you have any idea what that was about? I saw you go up. What?
I went up, I looked around, I couldn't find anything. I saw Michael, Odin, and Buck drive off, but there was nothing I could do. I tried calling Odin, but he didn't pick up.
That's not good. You know action movies or horror movies, when they don't answer, something bad has happened.
Or maybe he just doesn't have service.
That's when were you the optimist?
It's not optimism if I'm just trying to figure out why it's not gonna be bad.
That is exactly what optimism is.
You're not wrong.
feel like optimism is saying it could be worse. The pessimism is saying it is worse.
Things can get worse.
Well, what do we do? I mean, Buck was the smart one. I mean, Odin was also the smart one. We aren't the smart ones.
And
We
we're
need
not
we
smart
we
ones.
need to understand this. We are not the smart ones.
Oh yeah. It's really unfortunate that the smart ones decided to leave, but
I mean, we're not idiots. I mean, we convinced that guy that our names were not our own.
that's charm, not intelligence.
He had to think of it to do it, so. What do we do now?
You're not wrong, I suppose. I mean, have you by any chance put a tracker in Michael Caine's Buick?
I don't have a tracker.
Dang it. I guess that was our one shot. I mean, we could try calling Odin again.
I mean, it didn't work once. Who says it'll work again? We could try. If he doesn't call again, something's wrong. If he doesn't answer again, something's wrong.
You're probably right there.
I say
Yeah,
call
the
again.
first time, he may have been busy or something.
I'll keep.
I'm
Excuse me. I'll keep looking through these files. What? What did you say?
I call Odin.
No response.
I call again.
No response.
I call again. I smite his phone. I mean, what?
R/lightning. This isn't good.
Thunder. Wait, what?
This isn't.
No.
Lucas
or maybe
is.
something happened to his phone.
Lucas has continued looking through the computer in the files that were deleted.
Also, imagine like a villain going through deleting all these files, but then not emptying the trash bin.
That's exactly what they. I mean, they did. You were just recovering them, getting them back from being deleted permanently. Because they're always somewhere.
Permanently. Mm-hmm.
Jason, take a look at this.
What? What is it?
Every single one of these files has to do with Malcolm.
Well, yeah. Huh.
It has to mean something. I mean,
I guess that
no
makes
one's
sense.
gonna just come and delete files if it doesn't involve them. I mean, we knew Malcorp was bad. We just don't know what they're doing.
I mean, there are always reasons to.
I just don't know what we do with this information. How it'll help us. It's gotta help us somehow, right?
We know.
Wouldn't have deleted it if it didn't. Couldn't help
What
us.
do we know? What do we know from what we've found so far?
Well, from what I know, they're probably the ones that took Werewolf. Means they're probably the
Oh
ones.
yeah, I thought we already figured that out.
Yeah,
Assumed that, at least.
yeah, and that means they're probably the ones that took Odin, Buck, and Michael.
But they were getting into Michael's car.
Maybe he was threatened. There are ways, unfortunately.
Maybe they're in a place where they don't get cell reception.
Stop it, you know something's wrong.
We don't always have to. Okay, you're not. There probably is something wrong, but what can we do about it?
I don't know.
We don't even know where they've gone.
Exactly. We could look at all these Malcorp locations. Maybe they were taken there.
Wait, which of these facilities is closest? Wait, which one of these facilities that we know is closest?
The closest known facility. 1 second. Let me look at a map. Google Maps. Google Maps.
For sure.
A city called Cicero.
Night Mother.
Yes.
Mother.
But unfortunately, it's not that close. But it's closer than most of the others. But we can't drive.
Well,
I don't think a bike. I do not want to crash again, bro.
We agreed not to talk about that.
Yeah, but you brought up driving. So. Yeah, I kind of couldn't just
I
not.
didn't mention that.
But you mentioned driving.
Well, maybe driving should mention you.
We can't drive, and I don't think our parents are gonna just let us go.
Who said anything about talking to parents? Just kidding, I'm the worst person to try to pull that off. My parents would literally kill me.
Exactly.
They probably have a tracker implanted in my skull. They probably have.
Well, if they do, we better get it out. As he goes up. I don't know. He just grabs your head. Better take it out then. Do you honestly think your parents did that?
No, that was hypothetical.
Anything goes at this point.
Oh, so I'm Superman?
What do you mean you're Superman? Maybe we could find Jack, like Jack Sterling. You know, the person you hang out, the person's house that you go to every Thursday with Sabrina.
I guess he. Okay, well, I guess I've grown kind of nose blind to him.
Oh, God. He's working with Buck, which means he's a part of the group.
Let's go. You're not wrong.
Last we know
The only one that we can.
the last we know is that he was going to the arcade. But that was yesterday. Last we know he was at the arcade yesterday.
Wait, do I have his number?
Jack. Would Jason have your number?
Doubtful.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But you do know where he lives.
I know.
And I know someone who would have his number.
Who's that?
A mutual friend.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Oh yeah, she would have his number. Definitely not friends, but she would have his number. Are you gonna call her?
No, I'm just gonna. I don't know. You know what? Yeah, I'll call Sabrina.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, Sabrina, how you doing?
Pretty good. You don't usually call me during the week when it's not a Thursday, you know.
Well, yeah. It's a long story, but I needed to talk to Jax about something, and I don't have his
What?
number. Could
I thought you didn't like Jack.
I request Jax's? I don't, but there's something that like it's a really long story, honestly. I mean,
Is
I
it
guess that's the only reason.
is
I
it
would ever
urgent?
have to, but
Is it urgent?
yes.
And you can't tell me why?
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
Roll charm. Difficulty of 6. And I'm going to assume you would like to know what your charm is.
This is next to impossible for me.
Your charm is a
I know what my charm
D4.
is. I know exactly.
I know exactly what my charm is. What'd you get? Roll again.
4.
Roll again.
4 again. So that's a total of 9.
Okay, but you will tell me later.
I will.
Okay.
I promise. Unless I die first. What?
What? What's that?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
It was a joke.
She texts you his
Not
number.
that one. But thank you. Alright. So now I call Jax.
Jack, you're currently lying on that bed, thinking. What are you thinking about? What is the inner workings of Jack's mind?
Death.
Inner machinations of
My mind are an enigma.
Jack is just trying to recall everything that happened prior to,
Being tortured.
waking up here.
Oh, prior to waking up here? Well, I mean, you actually remembered quite a bit. You told them everything that you know.
Oh, yeah. I know Jack will know all that stuff. He's just trying to recall it.
Okay. Roll brains.
What's my brains?
We're finding out together, aren't we? It's a D12.
Alright. 7.
It's a bit fuzzy, but you do recall a few things. You remember Jack, not Jack, Joseph, talking into a microphone to Buck and Michael. You remember Buck and Michael running into that room and Jack stabbing you in the leg. You remember almost cutting your throat.
Dying.
Then you remember Michael shooting Jack in the head. The mask flying off of his face and him falling back against the wall. And do you remember that phrase that Jack kept saying? Compelled him. I don't suppose.
I don't suppose.
That is everything you recall.
Hail Hydra.
Yes, Hail Hydra. You remember all of that.
Cool.
You do not remember the drive here.
Other than that, I'm not doing anything.
You feel a buzz in your pocket.
I'm gonna pick it up or pull it out.
You see your phone. And you see an unknown number calling you.
Is it a
It is a local number.
Okay, I'll pick it up. Hello? Who is this?
That would
Activator. Just kidding. That's not.
Tax
I
evade-
didn't say that.
tax evasion.
Hey, Jax. This is. Hey, Jack. This is. I forgot my name again. Jason.
I forgot my name again. It's funny. Lucas is just behind you like, what do you mean you forgot your name?
What else did I mean? I forgot my name. Anyway, so Alright, so Michael, Odin, and Buck have kind of they got in his car and they aren't responding to any of my calls.
Sorry, you mean his Buick?
They drove off somewhere.
Buick.
His Buick.
Yeah, no. His
But yes, and then they
Corolla. they vanished. Is that what he's saying?
I got into my Honda Civic.
Chevrolet.
I
Okay.
will get into my 2001 Honda Civic, take some ketamine, and then run over some kids.
And put them all in my basement. Okay, continue.
Okay. You don't know where they're going?
No, I do not. And also, right before that, we had found out that someone had got into Buck's little hidey hole, his bolt hole, if you will, and deleted all the files on Malcor. Odin started restoring them. Then he went upstairs to. I don't remember exactly why, but he left me instructions on how to start recovering, and Lucas and I got to work on that. We're nowhere near as smart as him, but we managed to recover a bit more.
That's good, I suppose. Right. Why are you telling me this?
I don't know where else to go, honestly. I don't know what else to do.
Are you talking to me? Cause sorry.
No, he's talking to me.
I know.
Well, I guess thanks anyway for letting me know. I'm not really in a position. I mean, I guess I can try and call them from my phone, but I'm not really in a position to, do anything.
Now, why would that be, Jason?
What do you mean?
Oh,
what do you mean?
I guess you wouldn't know. Yeah, so I was tortured 4 hours ago. I was stabbed in the leg and I think my stomach. I don't know. It feels kind of funny right now. Currently in the emergency room.
Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry for interrupting your rest.
But yeah, I am pretty much out of action.
Yep. Yeah, sorry about that. Get well soon. Sorry for disturbing your rest.
Well, I wasn't getting that much rest anyway.
I mean, well, you're not wrong. Wait, the guy who tortured you.
What about?
Do you have any idea who he is? Who he's
working
with?
He's one of my lifelong best friends.
Well, that's why?
I don't know. I'm asking the same questions, and I still can't figure it out.
First, where is he? Is he at the police station like you?
He is at the sheriff's department, yes, the police station. You've gone past it a few times.
I think he might be here.
I mean, Because Lucas and I don't have much else we can do until Buck, Michael, and Odin get back.
We don't even know if they are. You just see in the background. We don't even know if they are getting back.
Irrigate my best friend?
Say again?
Are you suggesting...
Jason, put him on speaker.
Irrigate my best friend?
Put him on speaker.
I did put him on. I put him on speaker.
Yes. Yeah. That is exactly what we're gonna do.
And you did say that your best friend in...
What?
You did say that your best friend tortured you.
Well, yeah. But, before I fell unconscious, he seemed pretty unresponsive to everything. Tried to kill himself.
Okay.
So, I'm going to ask that you guys leave questioning him to the professionals. And probably a psychologist.
Okay. He looks at Jason. No, look, they're just like... He's... To Jason. Okay. I can hear your lips moving. I don't know what you're talking about. I promise, yeah, we're not gonna go.
If I find out you did, you're dead.
Okay.
I mean, what?
What?
Talk to you later.
I'm sorry, breaking connection. Gosh darn it, he hung up. Gosh. Jason, you should have let me use that.
He hang up.
You should have let me use that. Always wanted to use that. Crumples up paper.
He hung up.
Exactly.
He hung up, not me.
We're not gonna listen to him, are we?
Of course not.
I gotcha. We don't have a bike, do we?
What else would it be if we didn't?
Let's go! We're not that far away. It's only a few blocks down.
Let's do it.
We gotta make sure he doesn't. We gotta make sure he doesn't find out, though.
I mean, it won't really make a difference either way.
Not particularly.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Pay off enough people to cover up.
Let's go.
Anyway,
As you go up, before you go, Lucas, he closes the latch, goes over to the button, takes one of the small knives, and removes the button. And takes it with him.
okay then.
We don't want anyone getting in.
Alright then. Well, but what I would do is just take a bunch of, like, a wad of sticky tack or something and just sew it on where the button used to go and punch it or something.
They can still...
It could do effectively the same thing.
Let's go.
Anyway, yes, let's.
As you begin walking down the street.
Alright, so we're not in stealth mode.
Gosh, but we are in stealth mode.
It's not stealth mode if the only person we're trying to avoid is in a jail.
Do you really think the police are... Do you really think the cops are gonna let us interrogate him?
Yeah, they're nice people, right? Yeah, I didn't think that far ahead.
Rope breaks. Really 10. You see Officer Dominic O'Neill in normal clothes, not storming, kind of angrily walking down the street toward you.
So
Down
storming.
on the storming on the sidewalk, on the same one you are, running, storming toward you. He doesn't appear to notice you, just angrily walking.
Hey, officer.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Where's Michael Caine?
Last I knew, he got in his Buick, and Odin and Buck got in too, and they drove off, and he's not answering his phone.
She took them. I need.
What?
Which direction? I know he had something to do with it. I know he did.
With what?
My family's death.
What did you do?
I know he had something to do with my family's death. I started investigating
How?
him, and then they died. There has to be a correlation. It can't be nothing. I'm sorry.
I'm guessing enough people have already told you you could be grasping at straws, so I won't.
I shouldn't be telling you this. You're just children. I best be on my way. As he begins to walk past you.
So what? Good luck on your investigation. Do I remember which direction they took? Do I know which direction they took?
Best case that it can say is in the direction of Ruxwell Apartments, but you don't know if that's where they stopped or something like that. But in that direction, on that way down the street.
So it was. They went in the direction of Roxwell Apartments. I don't know if that's where they stopped. I just know that's the direction they were heading. I tell them the street they were on as well.
I forgot my card. As he goes, turns around and starts walking.
Congratulations.
What just happened?
Good luck, officer.
What just happened?
This is getting interesting.
It's already been interesting. This is just weird. I mean, I don't think it could get any weirder. Oh, you have a question?
I have a question.
For who? Would you like to spend a token?
Question.
Would you like to spend a token?
Yes. Yes.
Good. You're used to the way that you appear in that room, but you are back there.
The Vorpal teleportation.
You are back in that room. I don't need to describe it to you. But chance isn't there. Do you want to be reminded?
No, I'm kidding.
Chance isn't
What?
there. Well, let me rephrase that. He appears to be off in a corner, talking. Doesn't seem to notice you.
I approach him quietly and try to hear what he's saying.
Why are you telling me? You don't hear who he's talking to. Oh. Okay. I understand. As he turns around. Oh. Jason. You surprised me there. I didn't expect you to be here.
Hey, Chance.
Hi. Hello.
Sorry. Who are you talking to?
Not important. At least.
You don't have to answer that.
What do you need?
I wanted to ask you that as a question.
Would you like that to be your question?
No.
You obviously have one. What is it?
Where are my friends? Michael Caine. Well, I'm not sure if I can call. Where are Odin Norson and Buck Williams?
In Michael Caine's car, on their way to Malcolm.
Which Malcor facility?
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm sorry I lied. It was important.
Well, obviously.
Someone else.
Unimportant, it's just a phrase.
Someone else connected to another one of someone like me. Someone who's connected to someone like me. Asked that person to tell me, to tell you. They knew you were connected to me. Or at least to someone.
Okay, that's complicated.
But they told you, they said that Jason Gray needs to know this. Where? Chicago. Who you need to get in? Dominic O'Neill. I believe those two are related. I know. The where is the Malcorp facility in Chicago. You wouldn't know about it on your maps. They don't want anyone else to know. And you need Dominic O'Neill's help.
The kind of place that...
And you need Dominic O'Neill's help to get in.
I'll need someone else's help to convince my parents not to kill me for suggesting that idea.
I can't do anything about that. But everyone needs whoever can help you, you need. But you need his help to get in. Everyone else is just there to help you, help in any way they can. You need as much help as you can get.
That's how NPCs work.
But remember Chicago and Dominic O'Neill. That is the information that they wanted you to know.
Alright.
Do you have any other questions? Anything else?
No. Not for the moment, at least.
Very well. I look forward to our next meeting. I hope it's under more agreeable circumstances. Goodbye, Jason.
I got a notification from a group chat, that said that one of my friends got jalapeno sauce in their nose.
Oh no. That's a big oof right there.
I can read to you.
It's a big oof right there. No. Oh. It's fine. Oh dear. But no, it's fine.
In her nose, and now she's suffering.
That's a big sad.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so apparently my phone hasn't been charging half the time. Oh well,
Oh.
It's still at 21% now. Whatever.
It's fine. But you are back. You have returned from that place. On your way, almost, to the police station. You okay there, Jason? You look a little worried. Did you hear me? Are you okay there, Jason? Oh no, you're muted. You're gone. I can't hear you. No! I can't hear you. Oh, there we go. You're back. You were gone for a minute, and I'm not sure why. It was really weird.
Yeah, it froze, and then it sped up to catch up with all the
Yep.
things you guys had sent, and I hadn't...
That works. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You okay there, Jason? You look a little worried. You were not worried, and then you were
I know where
worried.
they are. I know where they're headed. I know where they're headed.
How do you know where they're headed? Is
I
that that guy in your head? As you see, he's a little too far out of your.
Officer O'Neill.
What? What is it? As he runs up to you, is something
I
wrong?
know where they're headed.
How do you know where
I know
they're?
where they're headed.
What?
It's a long
Where?
story.
Where?
I can't explain to you. A court facility in Chicago.
They have a facility.
Apparently, they don't want people to know about it. Very few people know about it.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Michael's with Malcor,
I-
apparently. Michael's taking them there.
I knew it. Sorry. I just knew he had something to do with it. I knew it had something to do with Malcolm. I just didn't. Sorry. Why are you telling me?
Because I need to. We can't do this alone. Lucas and I.
You shouldn't do this at all.
We need them.
It would put you in danger, and I can't.
So
can't
what you're
have
saying
that.
Is we should. Can't have what?
I can't be the one to tell your parents that you were killed. I can't do that to them.
Would you like to be the one that tells Odin's parents that he was killed?
He doesn't. Odin's parent? Is
How
he
about
Mr.
Buck's?
Norris?
Any?
Mr. Williams has no immediate family that I know of.
Yeah, I was about.
But I can't-
I realized that. I realized I don't know.
I don't want to
has
put.
anyone.
I don't want to put any more people in danger, like I already have. More than I already have.
We're already in danger.
You can't do this by yourselves, and I can't do
Malcor
this by
after
myself.
us anyway.
Why would they be after you?
Reason they've just kidnapped Buck and Odin.
Do you know anyone else that could help us? I can't tell the other officers. They wouldn't help.
Well,
They would believe I'm crazy.
the only other
They already
person,
do.
only other person that we know of, the other person who knows about this, is currently sitting in your makeshift hospital over at the police station.
Which one? There are two of them.
That would be the one who apparently just got tortured,
Mr. Sterling.
and so therefore he's in no condition to help. Wait, is there anyone else? I can't think right now.
Not that I know of.
Alright.
You say Mr. Sterling knows? Knows about this?
I haven't had a chance to tell him yet about. I haven't told him about what I just told you about the. About Michael Malcorp.
Are-
Had a chance to tell him yet. Yes,
Were
he
you-
knows about.
Were you going home, or were you on your way to the police station?
Our only lead was up until
Epiphany.
until I gained that information. Our only lead was going to be the man in purple who attacked.
So he's related to this.
Maybe, I don't know.
I need to know what he knows.
It's a thin connection, but maybe.
Anything can help. Anything. Anything at all. Stay out here.
Pointed a loaded gun at someone.
Why?
Because, it's a better idea than going in there. First off, because Jack said he's gonna kill us. Second
Jack's
off,
not actually gonna kill you.
He won't, I know. But, the other officers wouldn't let us in anyway.
They will if I tell them to.
I mean, he was hesitant as it is.
They will if I tell them to. I'll tell them I caught you picking a lock, and then I need to question you. They will believe me. Caught you breaking into a place. You look like you would. You look like you would.
As long as my parents won't hear about that.
I'll make sure they don't. Please come. Let's go. As he goes to the police station, and walks in. Jack, would you roll brains? And Jason, would you roll flight?
What?
Roll
Which
brains.
one plays at a D6, right?
You roll brains.
Another 7.
Your flight is a D6 plus 1.
Flight's a D6, right?
Plus 1.
Oh, okay. Slightly better. So that's a grand total of 6.
He got a 7. Would you like to use any tokens? And Jack, would you like to use any tokens? No? Jason, would you like to use any tokens?
No.
Okay. Jack, you see Jason and Lucas walking into the police station behind Officer O'Neill. And Jason, you just got another token for that.
Yeah. Ha.
You see Mr. O'Neill tell something to an officer and bring them past.
There's behind him, is that the thing?
No, they're not.
Oh.
I just kind of wave at Jack.
And Lucas.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
As they go to the cell next to you.
I swear to God, if that's where Joseph is.
You don't know. Unless you leave.
You know what? You don't care. Unless it's a nuclear missile, it's fine.
Officer?
Nothing.
Yes, citizen. Yes, Mr. Sterling.
Are these?
Yes, citizen.
Are they allowed to go see any other prisoners? These two.
No.
So what do they do back here?
I called them lock picking and breaking into a place. As he leads you to the cell next to Jack. Yes, that is exactly where Joseph is.
And that's a violation of my rights.
No. You see him in a breathing apparatus. I don't know what it's called exactly. But wearing that purple suit with some blood on it.
So, lung shot?
It wasn't from him. You do see he has a very large bruise on his forehead, though. He wasn't breathing earlier. I don't know. He seems to be breathing well now. Maybe you shouldn't be back here. Do you have any questions for him?
And maybe no one should be alive. Wait.
I said you shouldn't be allowed back here. You shouldn't see this. Do you have any questions for him? Jack, would you roll brains, please?
What?
Once again.
5.
Would you like to use any tokens for that? Okay. You hear muffled talking from the cell next to you, but you can't hear what they're saying.
Hey.
You did get a token, though.
Hey. What are you talking about in there?
He appears to be hallucinating. as one of the officers go over, is everything okay?
Yeah, what are they doing in that other cell?
Are you hallucinating? Do you see? How many fingers am I holding?
5, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2.
Well, you seem fine. How many do you see? No, like, how many hands?
How many hands?
How many hands do you see?
I see 1 hand.
As this is going on, you see. Oh dear. Oh, Jason.
Jason.
Oh, Jason. You're gone.
Jason Derulo.
Please come back. Oh dear. I don't know what's going on, so we're just gonna continue. Okay, alright. I'm gonna assume he just crashed.
Probably.
So I'm just gonna tell him. Oh dear.
No.
Don't worry, he'll be back shortly. He should be back shortly, at least. He gone. Is that what you're saying?
No.
That's a big oof. That's a big oof.
What?
What?
Jack continues talking to the officer.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm making sure everything is okay.
What are they talking about in that cell?
You were a... That is none of your business. You need
That's
to be
my
rest.
friend there. That is my business.
Dominic, what are you doing? You see, you don't hear him respond, but he's interrogating him. Okay?
That's the one thing that I told them not to do.
Them? What?
The 2 other guys in there. Jason, I think is the name of one of them.
There's only Dominic in there. They're hiding. Just gonna tell you that. I think his internet caved out.
But I just saw them. Never mind. Just, I don't know. Can I get some water?
Absolutely. And she goes out and gets to get you some water. Do you do anything else, or do you wait for your water?
I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. She comes back with some water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, if there's anything else you need, just tell me. Okay.
I don't think so. And with that, Jack's gonna lay back down.
Okay.
Frustrated.
I'm frustrated at them. Yeah. Okay. Now, because he's not here, I can't do anything about that. So I do believe his internet did cut out, though.
Jack's parents walk in.
Yes. Yes, actually, that would make sense. You see your parents walk into the room, your father and your mother. Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Just, got stabbed a couple of times. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal? Did you seriously just... Your mother. Did you seriously just say that you getting stabbed is not a big deal?
Mom, it was supposed to be a joke.
Your dad, I don't think your mother appreciates jokes at this time.
Listen, I can tell you about as much as I told the other officer.
I don't want to know how. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm breathing fine. I'm on some kind of pain medication, obviously.
But you've been stabbed.
Yeah.
Brett told us that he would be paying your medical bills.
So I heard. It's pretty nice.
He also told us that for any day that you can't be there, pretty much full paid vacation.
That's also pretty nice. But anyway.
What happened? What did you do?
So I'm gonna repeat the story
Okay.
that I told the officer back to my parents.
They both look at each other.
Listen, that's all that I remember. At least at this time. I might remember more later, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me either. I have a lot of questions too.
Roll charm. Difficulty of 10.
14.
When you told them what happened, did you tell them about the phrase or anything like that?
Nah, I left that out.
Okay, so what exactly did you tell them?
I just told them that he seemed to be under some kind of influence. I don't know if it was like somebody else's influence or like substance.
They seem to recognize that kind of thing when you talk about that.
I don't suppose you guys would have ever heard or seen of anything like this, would you? Like, just all of a sudden people start doing things or hide really, really, really creepy secrets and then torture their best friends.
No, not at all. Roll charm.
12.
The second half of that statement, no. They were not lying. They were in the first half.
So they have seen stuff like this.
Yes, just not exactly that exact scenario.
Right. I'm not gonna confront them about that right now, but
okay.
So anyway, yeah. I actually don't know how long I'm gonna be in here for. I mean, as far as I know, the stab through my leg, albeit painful.
It doesn't appear to be severe.
No. So I'm hoping that I'll be on my feet pretty soon. Probably not today or tomorrow, or maybe even the next day. But maybe we should like ask a doctor or something.
Maybe Mr. Wilcox can help with that or something. Maybe our company can help you. We don't just make phones and TVs. We're working on expanding prosthetics and other things like that. Perhaps we could have something. Help you.
Mom, it's just a stab wound. It'll heal. I don't need a prosthetic.
I want you to be okay.
There are other people who can use prosthetics more than I need them. I'm fine using, like, crutches for a week. I appreciate the concern, Mom, but it's pretty unrealistic.
Just trying to help.
I know.
We have to go now. We don't want to be late. We have a meeting at work.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I want to be here.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I guess I'll just figure out what the situation with me is going to be, and then I'll text or call you guys later.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.
And your parents. You hear thrashing in the cell next to you.
I hear what?
Thrashing. Flailing about.
Officer?
I need help over here. Hold him down.
What are you doing in there?
He began to violently convulse, and I'm trying to hold him down.
Did you do something to him?
I'm interrogating. And he just began convulsing. As 2 more officers come in.
Okay. So, what else do I hear after that?
Well, you don't really hear, you hear the thrashing stop. And you see Dominic O'Neill walk back, like take a few steps back.
Hey!
Put his arm on a desk.
What? What did you do to him?
I asked him some questions.
What questions?
That is none of your dang business.
He's my best friend. It is my damn business.
It's the police's business.
Yeah, well, I'm a witness, aren't I? No, I'm not. I'm not even a witness. I'm the victim here.
He steps over to you. He, like forcefully walks over to you. Threateningly. I want you to tell me everything you know about Malcolm. And whatever happened to him.
Just go ask the other officer. I already told her.
But you know more. You're letting on.
Do I?
You worked with Buck Williams and Michael Caine.
So?
Michael Caine had my family killed.
Had who? What killed? What now?
He had my family. As he's like whispering, but like through his teeth, as he had my family killed.
How do you know that?
Because your friend
A friend?
told me that, like, Mr. Caine took Odin and Buck Williams, and that they're headed to a Malcorp facility in Chicago.
Malcolm? Why are they going to Malcolm?
Because they're the cause of... I don't know. Because Mr. Caine is one of their agents, probably.
That doesn't make sense. I mean, I knew he was pretending to be an FBI agent, but I thought he worked for some kind of organization called Cloud.
He does.
Me and Buck found a badge or an identification thing on him one time when he was unconscious.
He does work for them. But it's just a cover.
Alright, well...
Jason Gray told me that they were on their way to Malcorp. And he won't tell me how he knows that. I'm gonna figure that out. But he told me that your friend was involved. And you're involved.
Okay, so I was a consultant. I use that term lightly for Caine when he was trying to figure out the incident that happened at the mall, because I was a witness and I agreed to help him. But
Malcorp probably has something to do with that too.
Listen, I don't know that much about Malcorp. And
they're a private industry. They're a private company that are attempting to create powers.
That aside,
That's obviously not what they're doing.
I had no idea that Michael was working for them.
Well, it's because he was good at hiding it. I was searching. I was looking into him, and then my family was killed. That can't be a coincidence.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your family, but I don't think Joseph knows anything.
I was asking him. He told me that they made him do it, and I asked who, and then he started convulsing. So someone doesn't want me to know who it is.
I already knew that, but
There has to be a connection.
I don't know. Just leave him alone for a while. Give him some time.
If you're gonna help me.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
His friend and his friend are gonna help me get in there. Because you obviously know more than you're letting on. As do they. But they're in Chicago and I'm gonna get in there.
I don't see why you need me.
Because you're connected to it.
Huh?
You're connected to it. Obviously.
Like, kind of. But I didn't really
You
know
worked
anything
with
about
Buck. You worked with Buck. You were found in a warehouse, that's what they told me, that you next to the arcade. Why were you at the arcade?
Because Joseph and I were playing games at the arcade. You know, friends do?
Why were you working with Buck Williams? Even after Mr. Kane wasn't here.
Because Buck also happened to be some kind of witness to the thing that Kane was investigating. And so it seemed only to make sense that we work together, at least for a little bit.
You can't tell me it's a coincidence that after you were working with Mr. Williams, then you just happened to be tortured.
I'm not saying it's a coincidence, and I'm not saying that it's not a coincidence. But I just think that something is seriously wrong with Joseph, and whatever or whoever is behind it, I could care less about. I really only care about Joseph.
Well, if Malcorp is behind it, then you can help me stop it.
Yeah, sure, whatever, maybe. But just give Joseph time.
I'll give him time, but you have to help me.
Okay.
You weren't even that fatally injured. You can walk. You maybe have a little limp, but you can walk. You'll be fine.
You'd better be.
You will be fine. I promise that. I know. I feel it. Malcorp is behind all of this.
Yeah, we'll see. Is that it?
Yes, it's it. Unless there's anything else you can tell me.
Not that I can remember right now. I'm tired.
You should sleep, yes. But tomorrow we're going.
You do know that I was stabbed in the leg, right?
Yes, and I told you, it's not that bad. You can walk.
We'll see. Let's see.
You see him
No,
leave.
Jack.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, Jack is just gonna kind of turn over in the bed.
You see him leave, and then Lucas and Jason try to sneakily follow him. He's been trying to get it back for the past 30 minutes.
Sick. So yeah, Jack, unless otherwise interrupted, is gonna go back to sleep.
Okay. You wake up. Late at night. A few officers are here, but they are sleeping at their desks. And you see Jack sitting on the ground next to you.
I am Jack.
No, sorry, Joseph. There's a lot of J names, okay?
Yeah.
It was not intentional. But you see Joseph sitting on the ground next to you. Like,
Joseph.
as he goes over and grabs your neck. He lets go.
What are you doing?
I have to get out of here.
No, Joseph, you have to stay.
They can see everything.
You need to stay here. They're trying to take you.
They can't help me.
Why not?
They can't take it out.
Take what out?
The voice.
Who's talking to you?
Don't. I can't tell you. I tried, but they told me no. I don't need. The only reason that I'm able to speak to you now is because they're not listening. Oh, I can't hear you. Hey,
Jack whispers.
You're back.
Please.
Yeah, you're back. You're back. What?
He whispers like, "Please stay."
There's no wondering what they'll do. I have to go back.
Back where?
Say it. Say the phrase. Say it.
I
Say-
don't suppose you'll tell me where.
Hell. Chicago. Or I can't remember specifically, but I know it's there. There is important to this. This. I need you to get as much information out of me as you can before they're back.
I don't suppose you tell me everything you know.
I need you to be more specific than that.
I
Can't
don't
be
suppose you tell me how long this has been.
forever. As long as I can remember. Ever since I was a child, I remember being in a room, and a man walked in and told me to stop crying. And I didn't.
What does the man look like?
I can't remember. It was so long ago. But he was wearing a lab coat. He said I don't suppose you'd stop crying, and I did. I couldn't stop myself. I just stopped.
I don't suppose you'll tell me about Malcolm, though.
I know they're doing this. I know that they're doing this and this. That's not all they're doing. I know they told me that I'm supposed to stop you. They said that take whoever comes for the shard.
Why? I don't suppose you tell me why the shard is important.
They had it, and I don't. They told me to hide it. They gave it to me and told me to hide it. And that if anyone finds out that they do bad things.
Do you know what it does?
No, I don't. I don't know what it does. I just know they wanted it hidden, but they couldn't destroy it, so they gave it to me. There's more, aren't there?
Yeah. Lots more.
And they threatened them too. That's why they knew. They told me, like a few days ago, that whoever comes for the shard, you take. Which means, were you the one getting the shards?
I was one of.
There were more. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't know that. They have their ways. Looking inside your head and taking whatever they want. Anything.
I don't know, Jesse. If you have to go to Chicago, then go to Chicago. Supposedly, me and that officer, Dominic, I think his name is, we're gonna be going there pretty.
Shortly. Okay. Then I shouldn't go there, because if I do that, they're gonna make me do things to you and him. And I won't be able to stop myself.
Well,
just like I stabbed you. I couldn't stop myself from stabbing you. What makes you think stop
I
that?
understand that. Joseph, I understand that.
I swear I didn't want to.
But I don't really have a choice. I need to go to Chicago. Regardless of what is going on, I do need my own.
I know. You need answers. I can't give you all of them.
And some people I know are also there.
Okay. They took them. Yeah. You want them back.
I can't tell you that.
I know. I can go, but I want to go, but I have to. I don't. If I go, they'll still get me back.
Go now while the officers are asleep.
I know, but there's only one way that I can stop them from using me. I don't want to do it.
Don't do it.
Tell me not to.
I don't suppose you won't.
Won't what?
I don't suppose you'll end your life.
Let's try that again.
I don't suppose you won't end your life.
That's better. You say that just.
As soon as I said that, I was like,
Maybe that was the wrong phrasing.
We'll figure this out, Joseph. Go now.
Tell me to go back to the warehouse and keep myself there.
I don't see what good that will do.
I have ways of keeping that place locked up that they can't get in. You saw what it was like in there.
I don't suppose you'll go back to the warehouse and keep yourself there.
And he just runs out the door. You see him turn the corner and keep running. You just go back to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. You wake up the next morning. It was a okay night's sleep.
Uh-huh.
Mr. O'Neill is just sitting across from you. Good morning.
Morning.
Your friends are meeting me at Mr. Williams' shop.
What?
Your friends are meeting me at Tasty Dog's Guns.
Huh?
Wake up. Jason Gray and his friend are meeting me at Tasty Dog's Guns and Ammo. That's where we will be leaving from.
Okay.
Let's get up.
Am I coming with you?
Yes. Put on your shoes. We need all the help we can get. None of these officers can help me.
And with that, Jack is gonna try and sit up and put on his shoes.
Okay. Roll grit.
What's my grit?
What's your grit? Let's see. It's not a d20, I'll tell you that. It's a d8. Difficulty of 6. D8.
4.
You have 4 tokens.
I'll spend 2 of them.
Okay. You struggle, but you can put on your shoes. It doesn't hurt that much. You can stand.
Great. Right.
Now, do you want to come, or do I have to make you?
No, I'll come.
Good. Let's go.
Let's just get going.
It's early enough so that the rest of the officers aren't awake yet. And he leads you outside of the door. And into his car. And you drive down to Tasty Dog's Guns and Ammo. Would you like to do anything on the way there?
Not really.
Okay. And that, unfortunately, because the other guy's not here, is where we are going to end this episode of Fallen